Texas heavyweight title match. In my blue corner to my left, Chris Germany, the champion. In the red corner to my right, in the red trunks, the challenger, the Mad Russian Destroyer. The 1 fall, 1 hour time limit.
You're right, I want to say something. Russian Destroyer, let me tell you something. I asked for this match. You and Li Fang, and let me tell you something. Li Fang, wherever you are, you want to sneak in, you want to jump me with the help of the Russian Destroyer, I don't care, because I'm going to be ready for you. You just remember, Russian Destroyer, Li Fang, this is the way it is. If I tell you the name of the game, boys, it's called Riding the Gravy Train.
All right, Mr. Russian Destroyer, do you want to say anything before this match starts, or before this battle starts?
Now it's time. Li Fang, help the Russian Destroyer. This time, no help, no need. You broken, down, beaten. Lose that title. Russian strength, Russian power.
All right, some big words from the Russian Destroyer.
The Russian seemed pretty sure of himself tonight. I don't know. Waiting for the bell to ring.
He is ready to go. Eyeing his opponent across the ring, and then circling the ring, and now Chris Germany getting the crowd involved right away. Boy, what an international flavor to tonight, Bull. We've had it from China,
Mexico City. We have the Mad Russian. We even have Germany in it. We even have the German presence in here tonight.
I wasn't even thinking about that one, but you're right. So it is an international flair at the Cox Arena. Oh, the Russian gives a big knee to the stomach of Chris Germany, taking advantage of him being in that corner, and now
Russian going to shoot Chris Germany out.
Oh! That's a big man to flip over like that.
And reverses it back, drops him, and then comes firing on the big Russian with the clothesline. Russian, maybe the Russian has a little sense after all. He certainly wanted to bail out of the ring. He didn't want to take any more of that punishment.
Saturated the ring with his absence. Getting out of there in a hurry before Chris Germany could do any more damage, and now he just comes in enough to stop the count. Taking plenty of time before he gets back in.
5, 6.
Cameraman got a good view of Lenin and Stalin.
He may have bit off more borscht than he can chew. He sure is taking his time to get back in, and Chris Germany's enjoying it.
Chris Germany is having fun. He's poking for a little bit of fun of the courage of the Russian.
Or lack thereof. Twisting that big arm. Well, he's a man on a mission, no doubt about that, as he takes the Russian down.
Germany with his own version of the hammer and sickle.
As he's wrenching that left shoulder of the big Russian. Just trying to pop it right out of joint. Chris is a big guy. Look at the size of the arms on Chris Germany. Think of the pressure that he applied, and then a stop to the finger.
You know, it's hard to use your arm when you ain't got use of your fingers.
He won't be playing Rachmaninoff anytime soon on the ivories after he gets that hand stomped on him. Nice flip over the back.
Well, I don't know if he could play Rachmaninoff, whatever that was you said on the radio. I know I couldn't.
Yelling yet. No, as Mr. Manning asks him if he wants to submit. Germany pulls him up by that mask and goes to work on the mask. We almost saw Pablo Chuco get that mask off of El Gato Negro last match.
El Gato Negro came really close to losing his identity.
In fact, H-Bomb told me she thought she recognized his mouth. Chris Germany is whipping this crowd into a frenzy. So the Russian not only has to fight Mr. Germany, but he's got to worry about this crowd being on him. Crowd baby for such a big fella.
He certainly is.
Chris has got him right in the middle of the ring.
Chris has got him just exactly where he wants him, if you want to know the truth, Ken Roberts.
That's exactly right. You can tell he's pretty much in control early on here.
Ken, you know, Chris is using that psychology on that big Russian.
Oh, pull that arm clean over that big 6'5" frame. And then slams Chris Germany into the corner and the whole ring.
I think the ring shifted about 3 or 4 inches, Ken.
I was just going to say it. If it can hold up to this match, it can hold up to any
Chris
match.
Germany's a big man. That Russian's a big man. When you take a big man throwing a big man, you get a big movement.
Something got to give, Bullman.
Something got to give. I know this ring is made out of wood and steel, but
boy, these guys are just working each other over. Germany on top of the big Russian, trying to get that clutch bar, get that arm bar going.
Chris Germany working on a submission move on the big Russian.
He's yelling "Niet" once again. I'll interpret that. That's no. I don't know a lot of Russian, but I can tell you that. Got that big leg too.
If he's not careful, if Chris Germany just cinches that in just right, he may be saying "Do svidaniya,"
which means,
I think it means goodbye. I'm not real sure.
and if Killer Tim keeps booking these international matches, we're going to have to bone up on some of our foreign languages.
We're going to have to learn some foreign languages. That's a fact.
A multicultural event for the 1-year anniversary here tonight at the Cox Arena. Big Time Pro Wrestling has been here 1 year.
And some fantastic matches we've had on the card tonight. And still more to come.
I was about to say 5 matches for tonight for a special 1-year anniversary.
And appropriately a Russian leg sweep, Ken Roberts.
About that. If anybody should know how to pull that off, the big Russian Destroyer should. And again, with both those big men going down, you can just see that ring heaving and sighing. Killer Tim may have to get a new ring constructed after these two guys wallow around on it for a while. Right now it's the Russian who's having his way with Chris Germany. Got him scissored between his legs and really applying the pressure. Got that arm twisted all the way around. You can see the tension on that left arm of Chris Germany. Those beads of sweat broken out atop of the pate of the local hero.
Yeah, looked like the Russian reaching up trying to pull a little hair on Chris Germany, but his fingers come up lacking.
He better go for the beard if he's going to grab any hair. I heard Chris Germany just tell Manning that thought his shoulder was about to pop out with that pressure the Russian's putting on him. But Germany is rallying. Chris is trying to get up. The Russian continues to pressure, though.
You know, you can look at Chris's face and you can see the agony on it, but there's no quitting Chris Germany.
Oh, you'll be waiting a long time.
You're never going to see Chris Germany tap out.
Russian to the mat and flipping Germany back down and keeping that pressure. And now he's choking him. Well, he just couldn't keep well enough
You
along.
see the size of the mitts on that Russian.
Oh, my gosh. He is just such a big guy. Now he's going up on the ropes. This could be bad for Chris. He walks right into it, and boy, does he take a big
handle
shot.
the back of Chris Germany.
Oh,
puts him flat on the mat.
That was a big Russian hammer, Killer Tim Brooks telling us. He applied to the back of Chris Germany. And so the ebb and flow of the match, Germany early he was having his way, but now it's a big Russian who's applying all the hurt and pain to Chris Germany.
Germany working. He's trying to work his way back up to his feet. The Russian put his knee in his back, put him right down again.
Well, I guess we could say the Russian destroyer's a throwback. I mean, since the old hammer and sickle and the CCCP was the old Soviet Union, he just refuses to believe that the Iron Curtain fell, I guess.
He said the Iron Curtain may have fell some places, but not in his hometown.
He goes with a big knee right down under the arm, and another one to Chris Germany. Boy, you're right. You can just see the anguish on Chris's face when he turns on. Now the Russian goes to the ropes. Manning doesn't see it. Applying pressure with his feet on the ropes. Crowd trying to get Manning's attention, and the Russian pulls his feet off the rope just in time.
Referee Rick Manning asking the big Russian if he uses the ropes.
Started back up there again, but thought better of it.
And the Russian using his favorite word, "niet."
Has Chris up and look to throw him into that turnbuckle again. Chris gets out of the way.
Germany just moved out of the way. The Russian into the turnbuckle hard.
That's pretty agile for a big man. Oh, big blow. Right hand from Germany sends the Russian down to the canvas. Gives him another. Laying him out. One more for good measure.
You know, I can tell you from experience, I've been on the other end on the receiving end of one of them ham bones from Chris Germany. It don't feel real good.
Oh, and the elbow has the same effect. I can't hardly imagine anybody's ham bone having too big effect on you, though, Bull. You are always a hard man to bring down.
Well, I've been around a couple time or two looking for the handle, but I guess you got to say, Ken, that I like a little bit of pain. But when it comes right down to it, I prefer to give the pain than to receive the pain.
Uh-oh, here comes Lee Fang.
From out of nowhere, Lee Fang.
Just like last
What's going on here?
This doesn't look good for Chris Germany at all. He's tied up by the Russian. Oh!
Oh, goodness, Chris Germany moved out of the way at the very last second.
Oh, the plan's backfire.
And the plan backfired on the Russian, on the Communist coalition. Germany.
The best laid plans of China and Russia go awry here at the Cox Arena as Germany got out of the way just as Lee Fang went with that deadly Asian kick and caught his partner right in the chin and took him down. Chris Germany covers him up, gets the count, and wins the match. Well, I can tell you this, folks. The big men squared off once again. Lee Fang tried his best to interfere once again. But Chris Germany had a little different idea this time around.
And still, Texas heavyweight champion, Chris Germany!
So the diabolical scheme of the Russian and the Chinaman doesn't work out just exactly the way they planned for it to. And Lee Fang gives the bottom of his boot right to the big Russian. Did all the hard work, and all Chris had to do was cover him up for the count. And that was all she wrote.
The Communist Coalition, it looks like they have a little bit of something to say. This not hard, not strong. Worthless Americans dominate Communist Coalition. Russia, China, never comrades. We will destroy everything in our path. Everyone, no one will stand before us.
This is not over. Russia and China, we're going to start mowing down people one by one. That's going to start starting next month.
you!